crafty people, this is Ellen with EGI Designs. In my part 1 of this video, I made this birthday card, which I just loved, and I had dyed the ribbon and embossed the butterfly and this really cool embossing folder in the back that has the lace trim and some butterfly paper underneath. So if you want to check that out and so you can see how this was made, that would be awesome. But I thought I'd jump back on and show you how I'm actually going to decorate the inside of the card and make and decorate the envelope for this. And I still had some ribbons left, so I was going to use that to decorate the inside a little bit. So I thought I'd just go for it and show you what I was planning. I was thinking, I have this stamp from Hunkydory. It's called Butterfly Trail, and I was going to stamp that on the front of the envelope, I think. This is my plan here. I have this Lisa Horton Crafts Lily of the Valley Blooms, and I was going to emboss the envelope flap. And then I have these Stampers Anonymous embroidery stamps, and I was going to use this one, I think, on the inside of the card. So, inside of the card. So you can get started on that and see how all this goes. Alright, so the first thing I think we will start with is doing the inside of the card. And what I usually like to do is I like to put some kind of a stamp on the side and then a sentiment. In this case I'm going to do that, but I'm also going to add the ribbon. And let me just grab, I'm going to use, this is kind of one of my go-to stamp sets. It's the Birthday Your Way from Papertrey ink. And I think I might go with this one on the top, but maybe that one. We'll have to see how much room we have here. Everything yesterday was dyed using the Prize Ribbon ink, distressed ink, so I think I'm going to go for that again. Just trying to think about how I want to lay this out. When you have a rubber stamp like this one, you need to take out the mat in your Misti so it will fit properly. So I have the Waffle flower grip mat in here right now. And let's see. Just trying to look on here and see which part of the stamp I want. I think like that. All right. this one better, I think. Trying to think of what I want to stamp this in, actually. I think I'll just use black. And I have the Altenew jet black for that. I don't think that needs another stamp, so we're good to go with that. Have that. So now what I want to do is I want to take the ribbon and I want to attach it to the side here. And this one is actually perfect size for that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of double-sided tape on the side. And then as evenly as possible, I'm going to attach this. Actually, I was going to cut off, maybe I'll cut the diagonal a little better here, but I was going to cut off the fray there, but I actually kind of like that. So I wonder if I could get this frayed going down here. Okay, so very distressed, vintage, rustic kind of looking. So I will have to trim that up just a little bit, but I'll do that after. I'm going to write my personal message and then attach this into here, and then I'll just trim that up a little bit. Okay, so now we have the card, we have the inside, and now I'm going to make the envelope. I want it to be a really sturdy envelope because I have the ribbon in there. So I'm going to use, I have this 120-pound paper. It's called Accent Opaque. And I'm using my Spellbinders trimmer because I need this to go out to measure a little further out. So this needs to be 8 1/8 by 8 1/8. I love this trimmer because you can keep your score blade and your cutting blade on the same track all the time, and you can go back and forth between them, so it's very, very handy. Okay, so here I have the 1, 2, 3 punch board, and this one I've done so many times because it's your standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card size. So I know all the measurements offhand, but if you don't usually use this or don't know how to use it or what the measurements need to be, there's an app and I can put a link for it, but basically you put in, do you want a 1-layer card, a multi-layer card, a box. I'm doing a multi-layer card. I change it to Imperial, and it is 5.5 by 5.25, and it's 8 1/8 square, and then the score line is 3 5/8. So you can use that calculator and you can figure out any size envelope at all that you need to make, which I love because sometimes I make weird sizes. And alright, so there's 3, 3 1/2, 4. So the 3 5/8 is the next one after the 3 1/2. So you punch that, and then there's a little notch here. I like to use the Cricut, what do they call it? I have to think. But anyway, maybe the embossing tool, I think. It makes a really good score line. The next turn would be a 4 1/2. You punch, draw it down, and then this goes back to 3 5/8. So the opposite sides are on the same measure. And then so back to 4 1/2. Okay, so we're done with that. And what you can do is, if you want it around the corners, you can use a corner rounder, or you can use on here, if you flip it around, this one is a corner rounder. Okay, one with the punch board. Alright, so now you just need to fold the sides in and use your bone folder as you go. This is the Teflon bone folder, so it won't leave a shiny mark on the paper. Okay, I'm just trying to think of the order of operations here for putting this together. I think I'm not going to fold this one yet, and I'm going to emboss the flap. So I want the embossing to be pushed up, so I'm feeling for the one that is up. And you basically just put this in here along the line and then run it through like this, and then it will just emboss the flap of the envelope. So I'm going to do that, and then I will be right back. Okay, and that's what we get. I think that looks so cute. Okay, so I'm going to fold this in carefully. So now we need to put this together. So I usually use a double-sided tape, and what I do on the bottom is I use a 3/8 tape, and I put the flaps on the outside because then I can actually see where I need to do the tape. So I know I need to stay underneath this line where this goes across underneath, and I can't go past here. So it just gives me a good little visual of where the tape needs to go. I like to burnish that. I just have a vinyl weeding tool, and it gets the papers off the back really easy. Okay, take the papers up and put that on, and then you burnish this really well. So now you have your envelope. So then I was thinking that I wanted to put this on the front. I love this stamp. It's so pretty. So I kind of want to do something like this. Maybe get it so the big butterfly down here is all the way on. I'm gonna put, I'm just gonna cover that up, because if the photopolymer of the stamp sticks on the photopolymer of the grip mat, it can be really hard to get apart. I don't want this to be too dark on here, so in case it like messes up anything at the post office. So I think I'm going to use this icy water from Altenew. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, I like how that's starting to look. And you might have to do it a few times because the envelope is really thick. So it might be hard to get a good impression the first time. But the good thing about the Misti is you can just keep at it. And plus this is a new stamp, so okay, I think we finally got it. That one needed a little bit of CPR between the how thick the envelope is and that it was a new stamp. But anyway, now we have this gorgeous envelope. So I'll write the recipient there. The back has a super nice touch to it too. And let me see if I can also show you. And then to finish this part up, back to the envelope of it all here. I like to use the 1/4 inch tape on the top. And then I just put a little piece here to secure that. Okay. So here's our finished envelope. I like on this stamp, I didn't realize that they have kind of varying levels of images. Like these are way in the background and then these are more in the forefront, and that looks really cool. And there's the back. And here's the inside. And then here's the card. And so I think we are all set now. So I hope that gives you some ideas on what you can do for the inside, and also how to decorate the envelope. I will link everything that I used today in the description box, and they are affiliate links, which means if you click on them and end up making a purchase, that greatly helps me out in my channel, and I appreciate you shopping through them. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and you can check me out on my new Facebook page as well, where I post my videos, and I also post any crafty coupons that I come across. So I hope you have a good day, take care, and till the next time, bye.